All right. Welcome to another installment of interviews with Meech. I am your boy Meech Castro, man. I'm in here with my special guest, Fresh to God,
What up? What up? What
uh
up, people?
hip hop artist, podcaster, blogger. Um, you was just running down a whole list of shit that you do, man. Um,
Yeah,
but I appreciate you coming through and stopping in with Gas Chamber Battle League, man, for this interview and you know what I mean, joining us. Uh, how you feeling, man? How you doing? It's Friday. The weekend is here. You feel me?
yes, sir, man. I'm chilling, man. Just got off of work. I'm at home finally. Came in, Chamber Battle League. They heard
Uh,
my music. They believed in your boy, so I'm here.
Hell yeah. You were one of the winners from the Gas or Trash song battle or whatever. We had on Caffeine and it was on here on YouTube. Um, you definitely had some hot ass music, man. It was a few people that was it was a lot of people that was submitting their music and whatnot. You know what I mean? And you definitely have some good music. A lot of the me along with other guests, I mean not other guests, other judges. We definitely think we was giving you like eights and sevens and eights and shit. And like a lot of
Yeah,
people
the highest one I got was a 8.5.
because it was some motherfuckers that submitted some music and that shit was like, I'm gonna give that shit a 4.5. You know what I mean? You're like,
You
yeah,
know, it's
like yeah.
crazy. Is all them niggas is my homeboys, except for a couple of them. Most of them niggas I talk to every single day.
Okay.
So when they started submitting the music, they didn't want to let me hear none of their music. So when they started
Uh
submitting the music, when the music started coming on, if anybody was watching the comments, I was like, oh yeah, I'm about to smoke him. I'm
right.
finna smoke this. He about to get smoked. And everybody got smoked.
So so we're gonna start it off. Shout out to my man 211 Techions, man, in here, man. Always showing love. You feel me? That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? So that's another gas gang member. You know what I mean? He always showing love. I definitely appreciate that. Um, if it's a little bit of delay, I'm working on it. Trust me, I'm working on it. But we gonna get into it, man. Fresh, where you from, Fresh?
I'm from Norfolk, Virginia, man.
All right, you from Norfolk.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, tell us a little bit about Norfolk for the people that don't know. You know what I mean? The people don't
Man,
know about Norfolk.
the best thing I can tell you about Norfolk, if you ain't never been to Norfolk, don't go to Norfolk. Norfolk is like its own country. If you ain't never been there, it's like its own country, man. It's a big city. It's over what? Over 3,000 people or some shit like that, somewhere in that
Okay.
area. It's a whole lot of people in Virginia. Period.
Okay. Yeah.
It's 7 cities. Um, I ain't gonna name them off because I might forget one, but it's
No.
7 cities all together. Across the water, I-95. You ain't never been on I-95. That
If you
road
from
will
the
take
East
you
Coast,
anywhere.
you know about I-95.
Yes,
I-95 will
sir.
take you from Miami all the way up to Boston, some damn where, probably further than that. So I-95 go all the way up the East Coast, man.
Yes, sir. That shit will
Yeah,
take you anywhere.
yeah, for sure, for sure. I I
But
hate I hate I hate driving on 95 north and south if I gotta go through Virginia. Virginia, it takes like 3 hours to drive, you know what I mean, up and down 95. It takes you like 3 hours to get through Virginia. You
hell
know what I mean?
yeah.
That's how big Virginia. It takes you like 3, 4 hours to get through that motherfucker, man. So I definitely know how big Virginia is, man. And then fuck them police that be up there too.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Them
Fucking
motherfuckers, they'll pull you over for doing 71 in the 70, nigga. Like,
damn right.
damn,
You can't you
damn.
if that's why you if you go to like it's over by North Carolina. It's a
What's
whole
that?
street. It's a whole and it's dark. It's dark as shit.
Right.
It ain't no street lights. And if you go more than 35 miles per hour, they will pull your ass over. I got pulled over going through there. I was doing 85 and
I
they
believe
pulled
it.
me over.
I believe it.
Yes, sir.
I believe it.
But nah, man, Norfolk is like its own country, man. It's a whole different world. different people, different styles of food, everything. We all about the seafood on the East Coast,
For
you
sure.
know.
Especially when you
So
buy that
yeah,
one.
man, that's where I'm from. I'm from Norfolk, Virginia, Tidewater Park. Anybody ever been to Tidewater Park, you know what it is.
All
But
right.
yeah.
So before we go any further, I wanna make sure I remind everybody to remember to like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Remember to share this interview, share this live, man. Send it out to your friends, your homeboys. You know what I mean? Anybody that wants to do an interview or want to be a part of the Gas Chamber Battle League, or wants any exposure, like I said, for an interview or anything like that, hit us up on Instagram, man, at the Gas Chamber Battle League, and get with us. Um,
I text.
so we gonna get into when did you start rapping?
I started rapping at 12, man. Um, my first, the first record I ever did, I had did a contest. That's crazy because everything that has started me in music has always been contests. So I did a contest. It was called Faces in the Crowd, and one of Ti's guys were there, and he was listening to the song that I had performed, and he was like, "Hey, man, I want you to make a song that is for Ti, and it has to sound like Ti." And when I did that record, that's what made me keep on rapping.
What they mean by they wanted you to write something for Ti?
They wanted me to write a reference track for him, but they wanted me to write my own lyrics to the song,
Okay.
but they wanted it to be like a reference track for him to give him an idea of how I was coming about on the song. So when I did the song, I sent it, they rejected it. You know what I
Okay.
mean? They rejected the song, but he said it sounded too kiddish for him or some shit that he
It
said.
sounded
But
too what?
kiddish, like it wasn't his style. Like it was, I felt like I'll send you the song in a minute, but he said he didn't like the song because of the way that it sounded and the way that I recorded the song. But that's what made me start rapping is hearing no. When somebody tell you no, it just makes you want to do it even more.
Right.
So after that happened, I just started writing songs, and I started off not even writing lyrics. I started off just going off the top of my head and recording
Yeah.
shit.
That
And
shit that shit is different, man. That's I don't think people understand how hard that shit is to do. Like Snoop said some shit not too long ago. He said he has people like hold up the lyrics, like he'll write it down like a sign or something, and has people holding up the lyrics and stuff like that when he doing videos and stuff like that, because he can't remember them shits. So
damn
it's
right.
like, if anybody watching, man, I apologize for the delay. I'm having some shitty ass weather. My connection is horrible right now. So but we gonna fight through this shit. Uh got my man Fresh to God in here. So I'm gonna say this. When did you start taking rap serious? Shout out my man Strong Arms in here, man. Fully Loaded Films, man.
I started taking rap serious right after the faces in the crowd competition because I had so many people coming to me, different groups and different artists asking me to do songs with them, and people asking me to travel. Rich asked me to go on tour with him once, and he didn't want to pay me. He just wanted me. He told me the promotion will help me out, but I got a family. You know what I'm saying?
Who
So
wanted to take you on tour?
Rich from Strange Music.
Okay.
Um, but they didn't want to give me commission for it. They wanted me to just use the promotion and travel, and I had to pay for everything myself.
Right. You just
So
wasn't
I
in a
like I
position to
said,
do. I wouldn't have did that shit either.
yeah, after I
Don't get
started
me wrong, but
learning. Oh, go ahead.
no, I'm saying don't get me wrong. It's a great opportunity, but yeah, if you're not in a position to do no shit like that, then
Yeah, I wasn't gonna just leave my family at home knowing I ain't bringing no money back to the table. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So after that, it was just something about music, man. Like you get in situations you can't get yourself out of, and the first thing that comes to you is lyrics in your head, whether it's poetry, whether you just talking to yourself and you writing it down just to remember what you said, just to, never forget that moment.
Right.
It just, music just stuck to me. It was almost like it was natural for me. Like, and I can almost like listen to somebody else's song and just come up with a whole new song just by earplay. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like I say, after the faces in the crowd competition, man, that's when I really started taking it serious. Hearing people tell me no, hearing people tell me I ain't gonna never make it in music, shit like that. It just made me like, I'm gonna prove these motherfuckers wrong.
Hell yeah.
So, and that's why I just kept on with the music, man. And I tell people all the time that music isn't just words. Music isn't just entertainment. Music is a lifestyle.
I
You
can
know.
dig that. It definitely is. It definitely is. When the people I was surrounded by, I was fortunate to be surrounded by um these individuals when I started taking rap serious and
Hmm.
really started writing music. Once I got out of the military, I came back to Philly and shout out to Prezi and then Mill Ticket and all those guys, Dom Shiz, Chubbs, Montega. Like I was surrounded by people who are already polished, you know what I mean? And this was what, damn near 10 years ago. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
So I can those guys now, like you can look up Prezi. He got a whole bunch of battles on YouTube. He's a recording artist. Chubb Montega is the same way. Everybody got, you know what I mean, multiple projects on, available, you know what I mean, major platforms and shit like that, man. And it's just you just be fortunate to be around those type of people. But when I was telling you before, like people don't understand how hard it is to not write lyrics and just have them up here. Like that shit is difficult.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like you really got to have a great memory and you have to constantly exercise your mind. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, speak on that a little bit on you not writing lyrics and how you would exercise your mind and how, you know what I mean? Is it just repetition or is it more to it?
It's a lot more to it. Um, for me, it's different for me because I see it as self discipline.
Hmm.
I don't. When you write down the lyrics, in my mind, I'm seeing like you trying to paint a picture, but the words don't connect into a picture for me. So I have to paint a bigger picture. So if I'm writing it down, that gives you access to erase what you're doing
Hmm.
and replace that with something else. But what you are putting down on that paper first, that's the real feelings that you have.
Okay.
And if you go to replace that, I don't think the song will ever come out the way that you want it to come out because the realness is not there, the rawness is not there, the
Right.
the thing that made you want to write the song is not there.
The
But when it's
authenticity.
in your head and it's coming straight from your heart,
Hmm.
ain't no way you're gonna forget it
Okay.
because it
I,
means so much to you. It's almost like you looking at your songs like your children. Because no matter what, at the end of the day, if somebody stole your song, you're gonna go off on the motherfucker for stealing your shit
oh
because you
hell
worked
yeah.
hard on it. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So at the end of the day, and that's another thing, your lyrics can stay around so long, people can. Somebody call me, bro. My bad.
You
You
good?
hear me? Um, but yeah, when that shit made me lose my train of thought for a second. But
We
when
was-
it's up here, I just
mm.
feel like it works better, and you humanize yourself by teaching yourself how to just remember things, just visualizing it.
I
You know,
never
so
I never really I like the way you put it. I never heard nobody when they speak about not writing bars down. I never heard nobody's like explain it that way. You know what I'm saying? When it comes from
yeah,
you and your mind and your heart, you can't forget it. You know what I mean? I never heard nobody say it that way. Cause I asked like my the only other person I know that doesn't write anything down. I've never seen him write. Is my man Prezi, and I've never seen him write. I've seen him write songs for other people, and he has to record them like a reference track, and then they send it
Yeah,
to them, and they learn it, and then go record it again. I've never seen him write anything down, whether it's lyrics for himself or songs for other people he's writing, verses for other people he's writing. I've never seen any of that. So I asked him, like, you know what I mean, how the fuck do you do this? Because I can't, like, I don't think I can do this. So he like, man, he's like, you can do it. He's like, it's just repetition. You got to train yourself. You got to exercise your
yeah,
mind, man. You know what I mean? Spit that shit over and over and over and over and over again. You know what I mean? Until you got it down. He was like, but it's just repetition. So for you to say, you know what I mean, when it comes from your heart and your mind, nigga, you can't forget that shit. I like that, man. I never heard nobody put it that way.
yeah. Because it that's to me that's real, bro. Because if you writing it down, like I said, you can write a song a million times.
Mm-hmm.
You can try to write. See, the problem with artists these days is they'll write a song, they'll get a hit song, and that hit song that they get, every song that you hear after that, they're trying to recreate what they created in that song, and they never make it because you're creating the same song
Mm-hmm.
over and over and over and over again. And once you get locked into a style, there's no way you can change it just like that unless you just nice like that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Well,
But there's
that's
no way you can just change your style
it's a lot of
right
rappers
off
like
bat.
that though. Like I don't like a artist that when I hear their music, I hear one song, okay, go to the second song.
Yep.
That second song sounds just like the first song. You
Yes,
go to the
sir.
third song. That third song, he sounds just like the second song and the first song. Go to the
Mm-hmm.
fourth song, he sound like the third, second, first song. Like you be like, damn, this nigga got one flow. Like this, all this nigga know. So there's a bunch of artists like that. The Baby is like that. Um, even though he changed his flow up, uh, Lil Baby got the same sound. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he'll never change. He's never gonna change. I can tell you that one off back.
Gunna shit is all the same. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? Uh,
Wiz
Gunna
Khalifa
shit.
shit is all the same.
I don't like Wiz Khalifa's new shit. I
Yeah,
don't like it's certain artists, and this is shame because they're evolving, they're experiencing new things in life, years going on, they're older than what they used to be. So it's fucked up to say it to me if you ask me. But I certain artists, I don't like their new shit. At a certain point in their career, it's like I don't fuck with their music after this. Like Wiz Khalifa was like at a certain point in Wiz Khalifa's career, his music just wasn't appealing to me no more.
that's
You know what I'm
because he
saying?
started hanging out with 3 6 Mafia.
I don't know, man. I don't know that because some of his shit with Juicy and all them, like that shit was slapping. Like that shit was, you know what I mean? That was some hot shit. So I can't even say that.
Okay,
I
the
can't say
reason
that.
why I say that, the
That
reason why I
Cabin
say
Fever
that,
mixtape was dope. I fucked
yeah,
with that
but the
Cabin Fever
reason why
mixtape.
I say that is because you got to think about this. You got to think about this. Listen to Juicy J's music,
Mm-hmm.
and then listen to Juicy J featuring Wiz Khalifa.
Well, Juicy J is another one of those artists that we like. All his shit sounds almost the same.
And that's the point I'm getting at. Okay, now
Okay.
listen to Juicy J's music.
Mm-hmm.
Then listen to Juicy J featuring Wiz Khalifa. You'll
Mm-hmm.
see how Wiz Khalifa switched his flow up
Mm-hmm.
to almost identically match Juicy J's
Because
flow.
that's all you know. I know. I'm gonna say two things off the bat. When somebody tells me you hear Juicy J new song or I got a song, play that Juicy J or whatever. I know I'm gonna hear two things. Number one, I know I'm gonna hear yeah ho. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, I know I'm gonna hear three things. I know I'm gonna hear yeah ho. I know I'm gonna hear shut the fuck up, and then I know I'm gonna get Juicy J in
Yep.
the thing. Like you know what I mean, the whole Juicy J flow. So
And you
it's
know
like
why he sound like that?
why? Because it works. Like
He sounds like that is because that's the way he writes. When he write his music, in his mind, the rhythm of his music, everything is the same. So
mm,
when he's writing it, it's like Juicy J can't. I
yeah.
get down it uncontrollable Juicy
You say
ain't
no
think.
to
You know
ratchet
what I mean?
pussy, Juicy J can't. Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's
I
one.
think that's
Listen, man, Juicy got some lines though, man. He
he
got the you
do,
say
but
no to ratchet pussy, Juicy J can't. It ain't a strip club if they ain't showing pussy. Like Juicy got some lines, man. I fucks with Juicy J. Don't get it fucked up. But yeah, he's all the same, man. He sounds the same. So
and that's why I am the way I am, man. I never want to be put in the box. I never
yeah,
want to
I'm the
sound the
same way.
same.
I'm the same
Yes,
way.
sir.
Same way. Like if you gotta. I feel like an artist, you have to you gotta show that you can be what's the word versatile.
Versatile.
You got to show that you can be versatile. You know what I mean? You got to
Yes,
show that you
sir.
can get on this beat and then another beat and another beat. Like I like when an artist get on beats and really rap to some shit that if they had a band behind them, it would still sound dope.
That's my whole goal, bro.
That's dope as fuck. Like I ain't gonna lie, Jay-Z put me onto that. Ever since I heard Jay-Z and he started doing Linkin Park shit, and then he started doing like the unplugged performances on MTV and stuff like that with the band behind him. I'm like, man, that shit is ill.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. That's what made me want to do a 60-piece orchestra band behind me. When I
What,
saw
Jay-Z?
Jay-Z doing shit with Linkin Park, it opened up my mind to a whole different part of music.
Right. And
Because
it wasn't.
at one point in music, you couldn't do hip hop and Latino music mixed together, or you couldn't do the DC, what they call that shit, go go music, and
Yeah.
you couldn't put none of that shit together.
Right.
But nowadays, you can put anything together, but as long as the lyrics is where it's at, it's gonna hit.
Yep.
You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? So that's why I keep telling people music is a lifestyle, because you got to really study this shit. People think they can just like pick up a pen and fucking write some music and
Well,
put it out.
the way hip hop is going, that's the feeling it would give you. That's the way it would make you feel. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the way. Like think about the songs that are popular right now. Like think about the songs that you hear on the radio all the time, and you know what I'm saying? You see videos for all the time, and the songs they're really pushing, these record labels are really pushing, they make you feel like, nigga, I can pick up a pen and find me a dope beat and or a dope producer and you know what I mean, make a hot ass song.
I feel you, but that's when you gotta discipline yourself to the point where you're not gonna listen to no music that's gonna stray you away from what you doing as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're gonna listen to any type of music, it better be touching your soul
Mm,
at the end of the day. It better be teaching you something. You know, it better if sometimes you can listen to a song and be like, this shit is trash. But that beat is fire.
it's a
So it's
bunch of
gonna
songs like that.
motivate you. Yeah,
It's a
it's
bunch of
gonna
songs like
motivate you to
a
write
lot of
something.
producers be saving a lot of artists, and niggas don't understand that.
That's because the DJ and the producer came first.
A lot of these producers be saving. Like, don't get me wrong. Even Gunna, he's another one. Like whoever his producers that he used, they be saving him on a bunch of songs, man. Like, how many times can you? Like, how many? Come on, bro. How long can you listen to that? But that when that beat knock and you got that 15 in the trunk, or you got 3, 4 of them motherfuckers in the trunk, I like this song because
Damn right.
that shit beat. You know what I
Cause you
mean?
don't
But
give a damn about what nobody's saying because of the bass is taking your attention.
right,
You ain't even listening to the song.
no,
You're just listening for the drops, the beat. I mean, when I listen to a song, a lot of times I don't even really be listening to the lyrics. I listen to all of the background shit, the hi-hats, the kicks. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit. It's like a symphony in my mind going on.
right.
So if I really like your song, all right, I'm gonna sit back and see. All right, let me see what he talking about. But if that shit trash, I'm not listening to your lyrics. I'm only listening to the song because the beat is hot.
Right.
That's it. And I
All
think
right.
that's where most artists get fucked up at.
So rewind to the whole Ti situation. So
Okay.
when they rejected your song,
Mm-hmm.
you said that motivated you.
Motivated me.
So Were you still in Virginia at this time? Because I remember you
Yeah,
told me you said you moved to Wyoming, so you currently
yeah.
live in Wyoming right now. We're gonna speak on that too, because I'm curious about Wyoming. You know
All
what I mean?
right.
Only thing I know about fucking Wyoming is the football team, University of Wyoming, and they got some city called Cheyenne or some shit.
That's where I'm at.
All right. So, um, yeah, so when did you decide to make this move to Wyoming then from Virginia? Because like Virginia and Wyoming, like people move from Virginia to say I moved to Texas. I moved from Virginia to Florida. Why what made you go from Virginia to Wyoming?
I'm just a different dude, man. That's that's the whole explanation right there. I'm just a different dude. I came out here for vacation to visit my wife's aunt,
Okay.
and when we came out here, man, it was this place is just so beautiful. Like, and you just see the land. It's
Mm,
houses out here. The people are okay or whatever. But for me, I looked at it like opportunity almost.
right.
Because in Virginia, yeah, you can succeed, you can do whatever you need to do, but it's a Commonwealth state. They make their own laws. They don't follow no guidelines. You know what I mean? You slip up, make one mistake, you gone for the rest of your life.
Let me tell you,
So
I nigga, I come from a Commonwealth state. Pennsylvania, I believe it used to be or it still is a Commonwealth state. So like in Pennsylvania, you get life in Pennsylvania, nigga. That ain't no 25 years, nigga. You got life, nigga.
yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they make up their own laws. They do kind of what they wanna. You know what I'm saying? But
Yep.
so I feel you. And what motherfuckers don't really understand, the whole DMV area. I'm talking about. You know what I mean? You know what it is, but for people who don't know, that's DC, Maryland, Virginia is expensive as fuck.
Yes,
Like
sir.
it's
Yes, sir.
expensive as fuck to live in, man. The cost of living is very high in Virginia, Maryland, and Washington D.C.
Let me ask you a
areas. So,
question. When the last time you been to Virginia?
uh, when's the last time I've been to Virginia? I went to Virginia a few years ago, I think.
That shit is not the same anymore.
Yeah,
It's
I was in Virginia. I used to go to Virginia. I used to go to my uncle used to live in Newport News and
oh shit,
Hampton.
you was out bad news, my nigga. That's
Yeah, yeah. So
that's the worst.
I used to go out there. Well, I mean, I'm from North Philly, man. So it's the same. You know what I'm
I
saying?
got
So
family out there too. I don't know what part of Philly they in, but I know they out there somewhere.
yeah, well, I mean, it don't matter what part of Philly you in. That whole city is dangerous.
Yes,
But
sir. That shit
so just
crazy.
like any other major city, you feel me? You say if you ain't from Norfolk, don't go to Norfolk. Nigga, if you ain't from Philly, make sure
Don't
you
go to Philly.
know, make sure you know and you with somebody that's from the city because just like anywhere else, there's certain shit that we might pick up on that you might not because you ain't from here, and vice versa. You know what I mean? If I go to Norfolk. So yeah, I used to go to Newport News. I had another homie. I was in the army with. He got married out there, so I went out to Virginia for his wedding. But I think I was in Richmond for that. But
Shout out to Richmond, man. Shout out to Richmond. Shout out to the 804, man.
two up, two down, man. Shout out to the whole
Yes,
Virginia, man.
sir.
I fucks with y'all, man. I just don't fuck with y'all police and y'all, y'all government out there. You know what I mean? But I fucks with the people of Virginia. You feel me?
Hell
So
yeah, we good people, man. Just like the people in Philly, man. When I go out there, I do shows in Philly, man. They show me a lot of love out in Philly, man.
oh hell yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of Philly, especially the Philly artists, show love, and that's the sad part. They'll show love to an out of town nigga before they show love to a motherfucker from the city. So hopefully, you know what I mean. Like I said, through the league, we trying to change all that, man. We bringing everybody together and all that good shit. But um, tell people about the hip hop culture and the hip hop scene in Wyoming. You know what I
There is
mean?
none.
There is
There,
none.
there is none, man. There's probably I know one black rapper out here, and his partner is a white dude. So
Wow.
there's
Okay. I
really
mean, I'm
not a
not
music
surprised
scene
by
out
it, but
here. Yeah,
so
like
it's kind of like an untapped market then.
yeah, man. Like I'm trying to figure out a way to create an avenue for people out here. But all of the music that I'm hearing out here, man, is just you'll probably turn on a song and be like, nah, I'm good.
So I'm not gonna say I'm surprised, but it's really like you have an advantage. You know what I'm saying? It's like an untapped market. You feel me?
Yeah.
So shout out to my business partner, my homie OG Benny in here, man.
I
The
just talked to
other
OG Benny the other day. What
the
up,
other
Benny?
co-owner of the Gas Chamber Battle League, man. Benny does a lot for this fucking league, man. He got the Instagram live show every morning. Get your bum ass up, Jim. You know what I mean? Be sure to tap in with him on Instagram, and all that good shit. But yeah, so you say you know one other artist, one other rapper that's in, I guess, in Wyoming or Cheyenne or whatever.
Yeah.
Um
And it's crazy because he the artist and the booker. So everybody that comes here is like he just booked
he booked
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
okay.
Now he got Ace Hood coming. Uh I know he got a bunch of shit
How's the
coming up right
turnout
now.
for these artists? Is it a
Man,
big turnout?
these motherfucking places be packed out here, bro.
Oh yeah, I already know what's on your mind, Benny, and we're gonna talk about Wyoming. We definitely gonna talk about Wyoming. Zor, man, my man said I'm still alive. You know what I mean? Shout out my man Zor, man. You know what I mean? But so have you done any shows out there in Wyoming? You know what I
Nah,
mean?
man. I gotta find the perfect, I would say the perfect spot to do it, because out here, like the one black dude I was just telling you about, like this
Yeah.
motherfucker like a superstar out this motherfucker, bro. Like he go to the grocery store and people be trying to fucking stop him and talk to him and fucking get autographs from this nigga. And he live right in the neighborhood. So it's like for me, it's like I see this dude and I try to collaborate with him, but you know how niggas is sometimes. But
Yeah, you get a big head. So what? Because I'm trying to understand, like, how big is Cheyenne?
Cheyenne is about like Cheyenne is pretty, it's pretty small here. It's like four different sides to the city. And then like you get to, if I go 20 minutes from here, I'm in Colorado.
Okay, damn.
So that's how small it is here.
So it's just close to the state line with Colorado and all that shit.
Hell yeah.
Okay, um, yeah, that's definitely something we gotta talk about, man. Me, you, OG Benny, and we come out to Wyoming, buy us a fucking plane ticket. We out Wyoming, man. I crossed that off my list of states I done been to. I ain't never thought I was gonna
Oh man,
go.
you ain't missing a motherfucking thing.
I know I ain't missing shit, but who the fuck would think they going to Wyoming, nigga?
Nigga, it's three grocery
Wyoming.
stores. They
Only
got
thing I know
about,
about Wyoming now is you and Josh Allen, nigga. I don't know nothing else about Wyoming. You know
bro,
what I mean?
they got what, four grocery stores. They got more schools than they got stores out this motherfucker.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So, yeah, talk to us about the songs you submitted to the song battle, and you know what I mean. Let us know,
Oh,
about the songs and where people can find them at and listen to them, all that good shit.
yo, I'm currently on any platform you can find. Tidal, SoundCloud, Apple Music, YouTube, Deezer, everywhere. Um, Wise Man Word came about. I was 27, I believe,
Mhm.
27 years old, and I found out my mom had cancer.
Sorry
And
to hear that.
we found out that she had been fighting for 20 years with this cancer. But my mom
And
is
she
hard
kept that
headed
under
girl.
wraps.
Huh?
She kept that under
Yeah,
wraps for 20
she
years.
yeah, she didn't tell us until she felt like we was old enough to understand what she was going through.
Okay.
So the way I found out she had cancer, she never told me. She came home and she had some fucking ink here and ink all over her body and shit. And I'm trying to figure out, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? what is this?
Right.
And she wouldn't tell me. So I started going and do research. And then when I started doing the research, that's when I saw the chemotherapy shit.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw the chemotherapy, the first thing that came up after that was the cancer. So I already knew after I saw that what was going on, but
Right.
she didn't want to speak on it. She felt like if she just kept it to herself and just moved on with her life, she didn't have to explain it to nobody. You know what I'm saying? So when I heard that, and then my homeboy got 36 years in prison
Damn.
for some bullshit. So when and you hear that all in the beginning of the song too. So I wrote the song based off of everything that was going on around me at the time, and that's the way that I release my anger and my stress in my music. So and you can hear that pain in my voice when you listen to that song. So that's why I wrote the song, is because I felt like I was in a tight spot. I didn't understand what was going on in my family's life. You know what I'm saying? So that's what gave me that song, man. That shit came straight from the heart. And like I said, at first I didn't even really like the song. I I
Okay.
wrote I wrote that song back then. I was still writing. I wrote that song, and when I recorded the song, I tried to keep the song to myself. The way it got put out is my homeboy who actually recorded the song. He put the song out without telling me that he put the song out.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's when people started to hear where I was going with my music, and then people started asking for albums. I got an album up on iTunes right now, but it's an old ass album. Still some good music on there, some good old school shit for y'all if y'all want to go hear that. It's called Trials of a Poet by
Okay.
Fresh to God. So y'all can go and listen to that. I think it's 18 songs on there, some shit like that. 12 or 18, one of those. But yeah, I created that song just off of everything that was going on around me, man. I was in a bad spot at the time, and the only outlet I knew was music. So
Right.
that's where I went to with it. And
Okay.
you heard the outcome of the song. So
Right.
yeah,
It was a blessing in disguise for your homie to go ahead and drop that without you knowing, man. Because you probably would have said nah, cause like you know what I mean, leave that alone.
yeah, I was
Put
just
that
gonna
back in
keep
the
it to
tuck.
myself, bro.
Yeah, but
To
then
be honest.
see yeah, you would have fucked yourself up with that, man. Because you gotta shit like that. You gotta let that. You gotta let that. Because you never know. You never know, especially a song like that. You never know who you might touch or who really might feel that song or who really might benefit from hearing that song. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah,
tell people all the time, bro, like don't get me wrong, I love to have millions of fans, but if I can get one person to come up to me and be like, "Hey, bro, this song right here really, you know, helped me out or got me out of a bad mood and what I mean, changed my spirits and all that shit or anything like that, man, I'm very very appreciative of that shit. That shit is damn near priceless. You know what I'm saying? It's dope to hear somebody come up to you and tell you that something you created help them in any aspect of life. So that's dope.
yes,
Um,
sir.
have you been recording any since you've been in Wyoming? I'm
I'm actually going to the studio tomorrow to record some new shit.
okay. So you have a studio out there that you record with and stuff like. I wasn't sure if you record
Same
yourself.
dude, same
Oh,
dude,
same dude.
same booking agent, everything.
Yeah, man, we gonna have to come out there, man, because he seemed like he got like a fucking monopoly on shit out
Yeah, hold
there,
on, bro.
man.
Let me get my dog out of here. Hold on.
All right,
Get out.
but yeah, it definitely seemed like Buddy has a monopoly out there in Wyoming, man. Once again, we in here with Fresh to God, uh, hip hop artist, blogger, podcaster from Virginia, from Wyoming by way of Virginia. Had him on the Gas or Trash song contest. He submitted some fire ass music. He submitted some hot ass music. Um, like I said, when we finish, send me some links to your shit. I'm gonna put it in the description on here on YouTube so people can hit the link and check you out. Then I forgot what I was going to ask you. I had a real good question for your ass, but anyway, I figured it out. But um, yeah, what you got? You said you about to go do some music tomorrow. What you got? like planned, or what you trying to cook up? Are you just making songs, or you working on the album? What are you doing?
Oh, this about to be an 18-track album, bro.
18 tracks.
Yes, sir. 18-track album.
Okay. In the new age of music where people are putting, Pusha T, I think, dropped a album. I think that shit had like 6 songs. Like,
7.
yeah, you be like, damn, this an album? Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's what I said. I went and
So
bought that motherfucker, bro. I was so upset.
so I'm like, damn, I mean, I ain't gonna say I was upset because I'm a Pusha T fan. So I appreciate when he drops anything because really he don't have to. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I met Pusha a couple times, man.
yeah, that's dope.
Met,
That's dope.
yeah, met him a few times. He from Virginia too.
Right, right. I know they from
They
Virginia
used
Beach.
to him and Malice. Him and
Right,
Malice used to come walking through the malls and
right,
going to the arcades, chilling with the kids in the neighborhood.
right.
They shot their first video in my neighborhood. That
What, the
grinding
grinding?
video, yeah, he shot it
He
in my
said, well,
neighborhood.
his grandma lived out there, right?
Yeah, that
Mm.
apartment he was
Mm-hmm.
sitting in the video, that's his
Mm-hmm.
grandma's apartment.
Right. I
He
remember
lived
he actually just,
directly.
I forgot what track it was, but on his new shit he dropped, he said he mentioned that in one of them. It might have been Brambleton. I don't know. It was one of them joints, but he was there was a lot of shit to his ex manager and that shit too. But um yeah, I remember he said that in one of the lines. It's just dope to hear little backstories like that. You know what I mean? My first video was in my grandma's neighborhood. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Shit like
sir.
that. So that's cool, man. Like uh being in areas like that, like people don't know how fortunate, because some people live like where you live now, Wyoming, where there's nobody. But if you're on the music scene, especially in Philly, like you'll rub shoulders with certain artists that, you know what I mean? You'll rub shoulders with Ness at a regular event. You might see Beans at a regular event. You
Yep.
might see Freeway at a regular event. Freeway is always around. You know what I mean? You'll run into PD Crack. You'll run into Oskino. You'll run into I don't know who's another accessible rapper that be around all the fucking time. It's just a bunch of them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Is we got radio stations up there, internet radio stations up there. Shout out to Glockaware. Shout out to Uptown Radio. My man DJ Revolver and shit. He's a part of that. Yeah, shout out to Glockaware and Toucan and them up there with that. They always got different artists coming through there, Young Dro, and you know what I mean, just a whole bunch of artists. But being in Wyoming, bro, I really feel like it's an untapped market, and I think you should really take advantage of, because this dude, I don't know what he's doing or who he is and all that stuff, but you say he's a recording artist, and then he be booking different artists to come there and perform and stuff like that. But like, you don't even got to step in his lane. It's other shit you can do in Wyoming to open, you know what I mean, to take advantage of that untapped market. But like I said, we'll talk. I think you're in a real unique situation, and then you can really
Gold
take
mine.
advantage of that shit.
Yes, sir. It's a gold mine out here. I just need the artist. Man, they was trying to put shows together at like a fucking what they call them shits, where they just crash the cars into each other and shit.
Oh, like car derbies and all that shit and all that, like,
Yeah, they tried to
yeah.
put a hip hop show together at a fucking derby, bro. And they asked me to perform at that shit, and I was like, "Nah, I'm
How
good,
you
dog."
supposed to perform at that shit when there's engines and all that? Like,
That's what I'm saying. And it was raining like a motherfucker too.
was it
So I was like,
indoors?
"Nah, bro, you good? You
Was it at
good?"
least indoors?
Nah, it was outside. The stage was literally sitting in a pile of mud, bro. Like literally.
Wow.
So I
Yeah,
was like, "Nah, I'm
yeah.
good."
So, but I mean, how has life changed for you though since moving to Wyoming from Virginia and everything else? Like, how's
I'll tell you this, I'm making the most money I ever made in my entire life working out here. And I
okay?
work for a gas station, my guy. Like, I am making the most money I've ever made in my entire life.
Damn.
So
Okay.
it's pretty different from a lot of places. When you
Right.
go to Virginia, you might make $12, $13 an hour. You come out here, any job you see out here, 17, 18, 20, 24. They paying big dollars out here, bro.
So how's the cost of living out there in Wyoming though?
Oh, it's expensive for dinner, motherfucker. Everybody out here drive Lamborghinis and fucking McLarens and
In Wyoming?
Yes, sir. They all over the
Wow.
place, bro.
Wow.
Motherfucking Lamborghini trucks, Mustang trucks, all that shit. These
Damn.
motherfuckers is the houses out here. I don't think you would never see another house like these out here anywhere else, bro.
Wow.
They got houses so big out this motherfucker. These houses take up 2, 3 blocks by themselves.
So you telling me it's little rich kids out there that love hip hop music and got the money to spend on it?
Yep. Big
That's
balling
wild.
motherfuckers out here, man.
So
There's a doctor that live out here, bro. His basketball court fucking spins, and his cars. He put his car in the middle of his basketball court. He hit a button in his car, and the basketball court spins the middle of the court. It spins around and takes the car down underground.
on
And
some Batman shit,
man,
that's
this
the
nigga got,
illest shit ever.
bro. When I saw that shit, bro, I was like, oh, I'm doing something wrong.
Like,
I got to do what this nigga doing.
did you ever see the Chappelle Show episode when he did MTV Cribs?
Yeah, yeah,
Like, that's all I thought about. That's the most baller shit ever.
yeah.
Like, like, you know what I'm
Yo,
saying? Like, I feel like he parked his car, right? And it goes down under the basketball court. And then he go in the house and crack open like a dinosaur egg and fry it. You know what I mean? Like, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's some ball
hell
ass
yeah.
shit.
Yo, like these, I'm telling you, bro, these people out here, they got money. Most of them, they traveling nurses or they traveling doctors,
Wow.
or it's a bunch of famous people out here. Kanye live out here.
Right, I did hear that. I did hear Kanye live out there. I think Wyoming is one of those states that give tax breaks. That's
Oh,
why a
it ain't
lot
no
of
taxes out here, my guy.
see what I'm saying? That's why like Elon Musk, he just moved his Tesla headquarters to Austin, Texas. 50 Cent just made his permanent residence Texas. A lot of them, you know what I mean? Because a lot of states like Texas and Florida, there's no state tax. So
Yeah,
people move there, they gain more money. You know what I'm saying? A lot of when you talk about contracts for like NBA or NFL players, a lot of them take the contracts from those teams because that's one of the advantages. Like if you want somebody to sign to the Miami Heat, you like all the good things that come with signing to the Miami Heat. You can gonna be in the playoffs, Jimmy Butler, all that good stuff. Oh yeah, and it ain't no state tax, so
yep.
you're gonna get more of your money on this contract. You know what I'm saying? That's like one of the incentives. So that's dope, man. No wonder Kanye crazy ass live in Wyoming.
But he
I mean,
almost got kicked out of Wyoming.
he almost got kicked out of Wyoming.
Yeah, they was about to kick him out of Wyoming, bro. Like
Why?
he bought a big ass house out here.
Okay.
Him and Kim Kardashian.
He a billionaire. Kanye
Yeah,
can buy anything.
he bought a motherfucking big ass house out here, and then he tried to put like an amphitheater on his property.
Oh what?
Amphitheater, like a big ass amphitheater. He was gonna build it on his property because he
Okay.
was gonna have the Kanye Sunday service shit
Yeah.
that he's doing. He was
Yeah.
gonna have it out here,
Right.
but him and Kim Kardashian's dumbass got on their 4-wheelers and started chasing the wildlife around. And the game warden out here, the motherfucker
Oh,
don't
they don't
play.
play that shit. I listen. I got game wardens out here in South Carolina. Them game wardens. If you don't know what a game warden is, man, they're like the forest police.
They will come and get your ass, boy. I'm
Them
telling
niggas is
you.
like the forest police, and they will come. They will for real. If you doing anything illegal in the forest, them motherfuckers will come and get your ass, man. They're
They
like the
will
woods
find
police.
your ass. I don't
What?
care how long it take them to find you.
They are the
They
wood
will
police, the
find you.
forest feds, whatever you want to call them motherfuckers.
You don't want no smoke with them
You
guys.
don't want no. I'd rather fuck with the police than the game warden. Because they're gonna have you all chopped up on wildlife charges on top of regular charges and all that dumbass shit.
You got to
Right.
think to kill a deer without a license, that's a $15,000 ticket.
Right. Same way
So
here.
the game warden ain't losing no money.
And if you kill a deer out of season,
Yep.
that's a motherfucking ticket. That's what people don't understand, man. See, so I love this country life, man. It's deer season right now. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
right.
Well,
You
but
going? What's up? You hunt?
oh, I'm about to go get I got an uncle. My uncle told me, man, he said, look, he said, when I moved down here, he said, look, go to Walmart, Go get your goddamn hunting and your fishing license. He was like, after that, get you some snake boots. He's like, we out. We can go hunting. He was like, you ain't got to worry about no gun. Yeah, I was like, apparently not. Because when he telling me this, he's sitting on his patio. My uncle got like 6-7 rifles. All beautiful ass 30-06s and all that shit. Beautiful scopes on that motherfucker. Some shit you can hit a fly off a deer's ear at 35 yards. Some dumbass shit. But he like, man, you don't need no gun. I got all the guns you need. You know what I mean? And all my family, people got land. So you can just go to my aunt's house and wait for the motherfuckers to come out. You don't
Yep.
really gotta, you know what I'm saying? So
See, the good
definitely.
thing about being out here, the deer walk right in the street.
Oh,
You
they
can't
come to
kill them
you.
in the city limits though. But
Yeah,
them
but they
motherfuckers be walking right in the street, bro. Like you'll be driving down the road. You look to your left or look to your right, you'll see a motherfucking deer walking up the sidewalk.
yeah. I believe it. I definitely believe it. I'm telling you, brother, where I live right now is population like 3,000. You know what I mean? I just started working at the local high school. Like this shit, everybody knows everybody. This is some small town shit. So I definitely dig where you coming from.
Hold
It's
on,
not
time out. We can't just speed past that. Like you ain't just say that.
what?
My boy said he work at a school.
Yeah, I work in a high school, man.
Shout out to all the school workers, man. Y'all don't get the respect that y'all deserve, man.
I
Y'all
appreciate it.
leave
I
y'all
just started,
house.
man. I just started. So, you know what I mean? We'll see how it goes. So far, so good.
Yeah, man, but y'all deserve more respect, man, because y'all leave y'all house willingly.
Mm.
Must I say willingly? Willingly to go deal with other people's children. That has to be one of the most difficult jobs in the world.
I'm gonna tell you, I had to restrain myself this week, right? And it took everything in my body. So I'm gonna get back to you real quick. Let me tell you this quick story. So I'm at work, right? And the kids are switching classes at the high school. So you in the hallway, hey, go to class, go to class. You know, motherfuckers want to huddle up, talk, and you supposed to be
Yep.
switching classes. So I'm like, go to class. So I hear one little girl tell another little girl, they playing, but they, you know what I mean? She tell her, she said, man, suck my dick. So I turn around, I said, hey, now the kids here, a lot of them are real respectful. You know what I mean? Some
Mm-hmm.
southern shit. Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir. So when I said, hey, she turned around, she said, oh, I'm sorry, sir. I said, yeah, watch your mouth. So her little boyfriend, this little nigga gonna tell me, hey, cuz, don't be talking to my girl like that.
Oh hell no.
I had to I asked my coworker, bro, he said, nah, that nigga talking to you. I turned around and said, hey, little homie, who you talking to? He said, hey, man, don't be talking to my girl like that. I said, man, you better take your ass to class. I talk to any student around here who I want to tell you, me curses. You don't get the fuck out of my face, man. Like, I had to look at it. He's going to look me up and down to my, all right, now, you knew. Like, nigga, what? Hold up, man, because I feel like you trying me, man. My homeboy, like, my coworker, like, yo, chill. I'm like, no, I feel like this little nigga trying me, man. You know what I mean? I was like, you know what? You got it. Don't worry about it. Caught the little
Shit,
nigga
I'd
vaping.
have been like, jump bad, nigga, jump
Caught
bad.
the little nigga vaping in the bathroom. That motherfucker, please, man. Nope. Yeah, hey, I caught the nigga vaping, man. Motherfucker got suspended. I think 2 days. I was petty as fuck. He got suspended for like 2-3 days. I was. See you
Yep.
later. See you later, little bad motherfucker.
Call me
But
as a motherfucker.
so when this new, do you have a name yet for this upcoming 18 track album?
Yes, it's called Confessions of a Black Man.
Okay. I like that. So I can kind of see what the direction you're going in it, but let people know the direction you taking with this album.
My direction I'm taking with this album is just to give the people all of me, give them a closer view into what I'm going through and what my life is like on a daily basis. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I tell people all the time when it comes to my music, man, I don't do this shit to get paid. I don't do this shit to get famous. I don't do it for none of that. My reasoning of doing it is because if another person hear my story that's going through some bad shit in their life,
Mm.
my song just might save somebody's life,
Yep.
you know? And I
Yep.
don't want to be that person that's like making music and become a millionaire and then the people can't touch you no more. The people can't get close to you no more. I don't want that. I want to be able to, walk out my door and see somebody going through something. I want to be able to go to your house. Hey man, you need to talk. Let's sit down. Let's come up with a plan.
Right.
That's the type of person I am. So that's the direction I'm taking my music in. Is to help people open up their eyes and see life in a different perspective. It ain't always gotta be fuck. I gotta get up and go to work, or you know, oh man, my landlord tripping. Is you can get up and be like, I'm gonna have a good day today.
Right.
I'm gonna listen to this music and I'm gonna have a good day. And that's the direction I want to go with my music. It's just to motivate other people.
All right. So, me, for everybody who wasn't in here the whole time, shout out my boy Cash Only. I mean, not Cash Only, C Cash. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said Cash Only. But shout out my boy C Cash. I mean, Southwest. Stand the fuck up. That's my man from Philly, man. Um, so we in here with my boy Fresh to God, from Wyoming by way of VA. Shout out to Two Up, Two Down. You know what I mean? You got an 18 track album coming. You says Confessions of a Black Man. I'm
Yes,
definitely
sir.
curious. I'm curious to see this album cover. I'm very curious to see how he gonna do this album cover when he decide to get it together. You got another one. You said it was called what's the other one called? The other project you said?
Oh,
I
it's
want
called Trials of a Poet.
Trials of a
It's
Poet.
an
Yeah.
old album. It's an old album,
It
man.
don't
Well
matter though, man.
production.
It don't
Yeah.
matter, man.
I'm just letting people know though before they go listen to it,
I
because
feel you.
back then I wasn't in no real studio.
Okay.
I was doing shit on my own back then, so that's why I'm saying like it's not as crispy as what you heard.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's
I
it's a good
mean,
album. It's got some good stuff on there. Just
I
bear
definitely
with your boy.
understand what you mean though. I went back, I listened to the Blueprint album, Jay-Z Blueprint album, and you can tell the difference in recording with that album. Cause some stuff like my homie Pete, I do my podcast with. One of the guys do my podcast with, he's an audio engineer. He teaches that shit at a high school in Nashville. Very in tune, you know what I mean? On the podcast, he was telling us that remember Pimp My Ride at the
Yeah,
end when they would show the reveal of the car on Pimp My Ride, the music you would hear was his beats. So and
right.
he almost got the what do you call it? The intro for it. Like he almost got his music, selected for the intro for it. But the guy from Law and Order, Dick Wolf, beat him out and got and created a song for it. So the whole pimp my ride, you know what I mean? So that was the dude from Law and Order who made that shit. So he beat
Shout
him
out
out.
to shout out to your homeboy, man. That's dope, man. Keep up, man.
Oh hell yeah. He was telling me how he was getting royalty checks. He was came back off vacation, broke as hell, looked in the mailbox, and it was like a royalty check in there for thousands of dollars, man. He was like, "Word?" But
I don't
yeah,
get
man. So
thousands of dollars, but I get royalties.
yeah. So yeah, listen, I just cashed out $50. I was cool with that. I'm like, bet I made $50 off. I was happy as shit. Cause I
Yeah,
ain't
they sent me $10. I was happy.
it's niggas out here. You'll be surprised how many artists don't make no money off of their music and they just keep making music and they don't make any money off it. So any little bit I get off my music, I don't care, man. I'm appreciative of all that shit. I felt like it was dope. I just cashed in on $50 from, what I mean, somebody playing my songs. You know what I'm saying? So
So,
but yeah, he's very musically inclined and shit like that. So um I'll be getting advice from him and whatnot, and you know what I mean. We'll be going from there, but I ain't gonna hold too much of your time up. Fresh, you got anything else to tell the people before we get out of here? I usually try to do like an hour episode. I got to bring you back for another interview after you drop this album. Um,
let's do it, man.
because I definitely you're a good interview. You're definitely a good interview, bro. You got a lot of intelligent things to say, and I feel like you got a lot more gems you could drop for the viewers and you know what I mean, people that tune into the chamber. So man, I definitely appreciate you coming on the show, bro, and doing the interview, man, taking the time out, coming straight from work. You know what I'm saying? I just got off work probably like hour and a half before the show, did a little running around, hurry up and
Yeah,
came in
me
the crib.
too.
Yeah, so definitely did a little running around, came in the crib, man, hurry up, set this shit up, man. So I definitely appreciate you, you know what I mean, working with me and coming on the show, man, and definitely appreciate you participating in the Gas or Trash song contest, man, for real, because that was the whole point of us doing that anyway, because we wanted to find untapped potential or people we just don't know of, and it was dope as shit to all of us, me, OG Benny, my homie Bash Skis, DJ Revolver, when we was like, man, we got a dude in here from Wyoming, you know what I'm saying? Like, where he from? Wyoming. Oh, he from Virginia too. Bet. And then we had another dude, Traumatos. Shout out to Traumatos. He our guest next week. He's from Alaska. So it's cool as shit. Just see that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Motherfuckers
hell
from
yeah.
Alaska, Wyoming, motherfuckers, places we would never think that people would do hip hop from, or you would think there's a hip hop artist there. So it's just dope as shit, man. And we definitely we're gonna do some music together too, man. I told Benny I wanted to do a song with you because I like your music and everything else, and we definitely gonna try to come out there to Wyoming. I know Benny want to come out there now, especially since he heard Untapped Potential. Shout out to my man Till and Kel and them at Married to the Bars, man. You know what I mean? They in here
Shout
right
out,
now.
shout out to Big Bro and Big Sis, bro. I tried to send y'all the link to get here, but for some reason the shit wouldn't go through on my phone. But I
Yeah,
tried to send y'all the link. Shout out to Married to the Bars, man. I'm sorry to cut you off, bro. I'm
you
sorry.
good? Go ahead, man. Go
Um,
ahead.
I
Fuck
just
that.
gotta say this because Married to the Bars, man, they done came a long, long way. You know what I'm saying? They started from the bottom and they grinded their way all the way to the top of Caffeine. They
Yeah,
took over that shit
yeah.
without a reasonable doubt. They took over that shit with no funny shit. They did their thing and they still doing their thing. That's my bro. That's my sis. I love them. Y'all make sure y'all checking them out on Caffeine, on YouTube, everything they got. Kel got music out. Y'all make sure y'all
Hell
go check
yeah.
her out too. But yeah, I just had to say that, man. They're my family. They've been holding me down. You know what I'm saying? Since they
Nah,
started
they
streaming
always
everything.
show love, bro. I love the
Yeah,
genuineness that comes from them. You can tell it's genuine. You can tell is no fabricating in either one of them. They speak their mind. They tell you how the hell they feel, and they always show love. Like I said, and it's just I love genuine people, man. You know what I mean? They just want to see. They're like us. They genuinely just want to see everybody win. They don't. You know what I
yes,
mean?
sir.
They don't care. So I can tell that shit is real with them, man. I fucks with them. If y'all on Caffeine, if y'all not on Caffeine, download the app. Look up Married to the Bars, Till and Kel. They definitely have a great show. Like he said, they work their way all the way up to if you ask me and if you ask him, to the top of Caffeine, because they definitely put on a great show. They have a whole bunch of viewers. If it wasn't for Till and Kel, I wouldn't have this interview right now. We would have never, me and Fresh would have never met. You know what I mean? We would never heard his music, none of that shit. So same thing with Traumatos in Alaska and a lot of other artists that was in the song contest, man. And they really helped us out. They really continue to help us out. You know what I mean? So shout out to them, man. Go check their show out. If you're an artist, you know what I mean, of any kind, definitely a hip hop artist, go ahead and get in contact with them and get an interview. Get your music played, get your videos played. They do all that shit, and they definitely had the viewers in there, and the viewers, they're fans on top of them being genuine. The fans are dope as fuck. You know what I mean? So shout out to them, man, and the viewers that be on their show and everything else. But definitely go check out Married to the Bars on Instagram, Caffeine, all that good shit. But
Most of all, make sure y'all checking out the Gas Chamber Battle League, my boys.
oh yeah,
Everybody,
man, definitely,
make
definitely,
sure y'all showing them some love. Go check them out. Like, share, comment. Make sure
definitely,
y'all doing all of that. I want to thank you
definitely.
for the support, my brother. You
And
know what I mean?
always, man, always, bro. We appreciate, like I said, we appreciate you submitting your music, man. If you got time and if the viewers got time, go check out the Gas Chamber Battle Leagues. Check out our YouTube channel. You got the Unbrotherly Love card on there. You got the Smoke Don't Choke card on there. We got another card coming soon. We got other interviews that we did with other artists. Um, next time I have you on the show, I want some bars because I'm gonna start doing that. I had my guest last week. Shout out to CB Main, China Black. She was the first one to spit bars on the show. I never asked, like I said, when I interview people, I try to get to know the person. So I never really asked people to spit bars, but people was asking her to spit bars last week. So I told her I'm gonna get more people to spit bars, more of my guests to spit bars. So next time I'm gonna get you to spit some bars. But I definitely appreciate you. Look, there she go right there. Shout out to CB man. But next time I'm gonna definitely get you to spit some bars for us. And I appreciate you taking the time out, Fresh. You know what I mean? I
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
you tuning in with us, man, and tapping in with us and all that good shit, man. We gonna, you know what I mean? We gonna speak in the future, man. Probably tonight or a couple days. I know OG Benny gonna reach out to you. So yeah, until next time, man. I appreciate you and everybody else tuning in. We appreciate y'all tuning in with interviews with Meech, man. We're gonna see y'all next Friday with Traumatose. We out of here.
All right, bro. Peace.